Hey everyone, welcome back to another vlog type of video. It's been a while since I've done one of these, several months actually. So as usual, I'm gonna start with the tradition here. This video is brought to you by Southern Tiers Warlock. This is a pumpkin, Imperial Pumpkin Stout, highly recommended by Alex Return to Mother Base. And I'm actually a pretty big fan of this brewery. They have this excellent chocolate stout called Chocolate with like a K. So that's one of my favorite brews by them, and also the creme de brulee, which is kind of like a dessert beer, perfect for drinking during dessert. Very sweet taste beer that it's also one of my favorite beers of all time actually. So I never tried Warlock, which is a Imperial Pumpkin Stout, perfect for the Halloween season that just passed. I know that's one of the topics that I wanted to share with you guys. I was able to successfully complete a bunch of Halloween themed games. As some of you may know in my channel, I was pretty happy. I still want to finish a couple, like Tormented Souls. I'm like halfway through the game. I got sidetracked unfortunately, so I need to go back to that game because it's a very fun game. Yeah, cheers guys, and let's get rolling with some channel updates, I guess. So the last time I did a vlog type of video was several months ago, and I was wearing my Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey because I was so excited to share the news that we won a Super Bowl. So I figured I continue that trend, and now that the Tampa Bay Lightning won the 2021 Stanley Cup, obviously that was several months ago, but I figured let's keep the trend going. Hopefully this is kind of like a lucky charm of sorts for our Tampa Bay area teams. But I did order a Nikita Kucharav jersey, which is amazing. I got this just recently in the mail, and I'm absolutely loving this. Perfect because the hockey season just started. Absolutely love it. I know a lot of people hate him, but here in Tampa, we love him. He's one of our best players.
Last question, Ed Enancina, Tampa Bay Times.
Nikita, after doing this in the bubble in 65 days in the bubble last year, how special was it to be able to do this on home ice with your family and friends and just kind of enjoy that whole atmosphere at the end?
Well, it's a lot of questions too today, eh?
And I'm in the mood because I've been playing a lot of NHL 21, courtesy of Game Pass. The last NHL game I played was 2K9, so back in 2009. So for whatever reason, I've been off. The ice hockey games, and through the magic of Game Pass, all the EA games are included. So I started playing NHL 21, and I've been playing franchise mode. I'm on my second season with the Tampa Bay Lightning. And I've been addicted to that game, so every chance I get to play, I play like a game or two every day, and it's just very fun, playing that game in simulation mode. And I've been getting better. I started playing like in normal difficulty. Now I'm all the way up to like pro difficulty with the assists turned off and stuff. So very fun to get good at the game, and so far I've been enjoying that, but. I need to go back to Tormented Souls, as I mentioned. That was kind of like my goal, was to beat that game before the October month was over. So it was one of my Halloween reviews, quote unquote. But I think I'm pretty happy with the output, with The Evil Within being kind of like the main title that I wanted to beat during October, and I did. It's a Shinji Mikami game, and you guys know me, I absolutely love them. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing the DLC. That's the next step for The Evil Within. I want to play the DLC for the first game, which supposedly explains a lot of the things that were left hanging as far as the story. It's kind of like a confusing storyline, but the DLC content clears everything up. So I was hoping for some sort of Halloween sale, but I think I'm just gonna pull the trigger. I think the season pass is like $10. And it includes like three DLC pieces of content or whatever. So looking forward to doing that, and then eventually I can move on to The Evil Within 2. I was hoping also to review Alisa, which is kind of like a Resident Evil 1 looking game that was released so far only on Steam, but a little bit disappointing. I think the game it feels like it's in early access. There's a lot of glitches and bugs, but the game is supposed to look like a PS1 game. I did a a gameplay kind of like first impressions not too long ago on my channel. But if you guys enjoy Resident Evil classic games, I think Elisa should be right down your alley if you're into that kind of horror themed games. But I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm a little bit burnt out of the horror games that I played, over the month of October. So it's gonna be very hard to go back to Tormented Souls, just because I've been sidetracking other games like the one I have on the background, which is Scarlet Nexus on the Xbox One. Which, by the way, Game Pass, has been so good to me. I probably should do a separate video just to talk about the service and just gloat a little bit more about it, because Scarlet Nexus was actually it was on my Black Friday, I guess, wish list. It was one of those games that, it looks like a really interesting, JRPG, but, not enough to pull the trigger and spend like full amount of money. So I decided to wait until Black Friday to see if there were any sales for it, and lo and behold, it got released on Game Pass beforehand. So no need to wait for Black Friday, and I'm actually enjoying the game. I plan to do an impressions video when I'm done with the game, but so far so good. It's a pretty fun game. I already put like 12 hours, so I'm assuming I'm about halfway through the game. And other Game Pass highlights. Forza 5. I know it's a first-party Microsoft title, so everything is available on day one on Game Pass. But it still blows my mind that you're able to just preload the game, and then when the game releases, you're playing the actual first-party game right on day one. Same thing is going to happen with Halo Infinite. So just a lot of value for that service. And another game that was on my wish list is the Forgotten City. A game that looked really interesting to me, and then all of a sudden Game Pass announced that the game was on that service. So can't complain. I'm really excited. I have completed the game, and that kind of like leads to one of the updates in this vlog, which is I'm really lagging behind. I guess content creation. I do have. You guys know me. I love making impressions videos because even though I know they're not, they're not very the popular types of videos in my channel, but I do enjoy them making quite a bit, especially for games. For pretty much every game I play, right? For every game I complete at least. So the Forgotten City, I already beat the game. Got 3 out of 4 endings, I believe, so it's on my queue list to make an impressions video along with like 2 or 3 other games. So I'm running behind, even with the fact that I've been putting out more content than usual. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've been putting like 2 videos a week per week. Typically one video on a weekend, and then the second video on the middle of the week. Just because I'm in the mood, I'm on a roll. Sometimes it's hard to to take advantage of being on a content creation mood or role. So might as well take full advantage of that, especially now that I'm kind of like backed up in terms of my impressions videos and so forth. So that's something that I plan to do, obviously. Also, I want to do another pickups video before Black Friday because I have enough like physical games that I picked up. I know now I'm kind of like switching back and forth between digital pickups videos and physical pickups videos, but I'm due for a physical pickups video. I did not think I would have enough games to like share on a video before Black Friday, but that's the case. So I'll probably record something and post it next week, obviously before Black Friday, because I'm assuming that's where I'm going to get a lot of new releases, or 2021 releases rather. But it's a little bit worrying because typically the Black Friday ads a leak in advance. And so far, I think Walmart is as of the making of this video at least, Walmart is the only retailer that has released a Black Friday advertisement. So that's kind of interesting. And I think the signs of a kind of like strong economy. I know it's kind of confusing actually. There was a lot of unemployment recently, but the economy is still pretty strong. People are buying and consuming goods, like never before. So I think that's affecting the Black Friday sales a little bit. I haven't seen anything leaked or anything major other than that Walmart Black Friday advertisement. And then again, the only thing that kind of like caught my eye, I think they're gonna sell Resident Evil Village for $20. So count me in. I'd be more than happy to pick that game up for that much. But here's hoping that Best Buy follows through, because I typically do my Black Friday purchases through them. So hopefully, we will get some good deals. It's not looking very favorable, but this will be a good, I guess, time for me to pick up some PlayStation 5 games. As you guys know, my PS5 library, physical library, is only one game, Tormented Souls. So I'm well overdue. I'd love to include games like, for example, the Ghost of Tsushima, because I don't have it on PS4, Sackboy Adventure, Demon Souls, pretty much every first-party title that Sony has published. I'm down. So hopefully there is a good sale when Black Friday comes, and that way I can include some of those games in a future pickups video. But as far as other videos, I know I've been promising this for the past 2 years. I can't promise it's going to happen before the end of the year, but I really do need to do a PlayStation 4 collection video. I know I've been promising this. I've received several requests on creating one, but that's definitely on my to-do list soon. But I've been saying that for like the past 2 years. But I think I'm at a good point where I think I purchased pretty much every PS4 game that I wanted to purchase. So I might as well do a video like that, and to close off my PS4, I guess, experience, if you will, and then move on to the PS5 exclusively from this point onwards, I guess. But that's something that I like to do in the future, in the near future, and also a digital Steam library collection video. I know a lot of the people here in this YouTube circle are not very favorable to digital games, but I do have a pretty big Steam library, so that's something that I want to do in the near future. Just gonna share my screen and show some of the highlights in my Steam collection. There's a lot of good games in my Steam collection, but there's a lot of like unknown indie games, a lot of stinkers that I also purchased throughout the years through bundles. That's how I typically buy my Steam games, through Fanatical or Humble Bundle. You pay $5, you get like 10-15 games. Most of them are stinkers, but that's kind of like the fun aspect of Steam collecting, in my opinion, for me at least, because you do get to I guess explore or find out about lesser known titles that way. So I'll probably do a Steam collection video also, probably early next year, to be completely honest, because I do have a bunch of impressions videos and then a bunch of pickups videos, and before you know it, the holidays will be here, and that'll be it for content. But I do want to set a goal. I know I mentioned this in the past, where I want to go back to do some book overviews, because I do own a fair share of gaming literature, books. So a couple of videos that I've done in the past have been fairly successful in terms of views. So I need to look into that, doing a book overview, and also or book overview videos, plural, because I have a lot of books and related material, and I wanted to do some collaboration type of videos that I mentioned. I know I've been mentioning this in the past year or so, that I do want to have guests, kind of like do like a pseudo podcast almost, if you will. Maybe pick a topic and then just have a guest from that you guys out there, and just talk about a topic or two, and then have that as a monthly or bi-monthly kind of like occurrence in my channel. I just have to get around it, coordinate, and see if you guys are willing to try that idea. But yeah, other than that, it's been a fairly productive month, or a couple of months. I've been completing a lot of games. I think I'm close to 40 games now, which for me at least, that's a lot of games. So we'll see at the end of the year how many I can include. But it's looking like I'm gonna be around 40, maybe low 40s in total games beaten. So that should be a fun one. But yeah, other than that, it's been fun making this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy and cheers.